I am opening, I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. So I know for each one here, for everyone who comes through that door, that they have the feeling when they open, when they walk in here, and they may squeak and squelch a bit on the floor, but they know that sound is just part of all of the wonderfulness that is available here. That peace is here, that safety is here, that wisdom is here, that the teachings of Ernest Holmes and the Science of Mind teaching are available here, and they are being offered to all of us so that we can move into a greater experience of our lives, so that we can experience greater prosperity, greater friendships, greater relationships, perfect health, perfect employment, all the things that make life wonderful, so that this experience is the one that was promised us as our birth. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive. I am opening, I am opening, my heart is ready to receive.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I think everything is fine. The camera is working. Woo, 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 woo. Today is a joyous day. This is a day that you feel the grace showering down on you. You woke up this morning. You're alive. There's something more for you to do today, to be today, to feel today. There is more. And there's more that we're going to do with you today at the Center for Spiritual Living, Princeton. I'm Regina Quince, one of the licensed practitioners here at the center. And we welcome you to come and join us. Bring your coffee cup with you, those of you in virtual land. Enjoy us in person as we commune on what we understand we're being taught in the Science of Mind. So I have a couple of announcements to make. And next week is Practitioner Sunday. And we have several practitioners that are going to participate in giving you a taste of their wisdom, a taste of their consciousness. And that's going to be wonderful. We've done this before, so this is beautiful. And I think Deja, no. Who's going to be there? Who's going to be there?
Regina, John,
Me,
Deja,
John.
and Gary.
Gary. Okay.
That they came forth so far.
Okay. All right.
Check them. And maybe more.
And maybe more.
I did in the email say maybe more. Let John know.
So we're planning it. We're planning it. But it's a wonderful thing when we all get to speak our wisdom. And then the week after that is John Herron will be speaking, and the week after that, Jeffrey Starbuck will be speaking, another licensed practitioner, and then following that, Reverend Karen. will be speaking. So that takes us to December the 14th. So one of the things you realize is that we prepare speakers to provide each of us with lessons for our development. And we do that. So before I leave this podium, I want to mention that I went to Princeton University this Wednesday to a wonderful meditation service. They do this once a month, and it started last Wednesday. The next one will be December the 10th, and they have a musician there, or musicians there, and you sit in the theater. It's complete silence, and then they have a chime, and then the bell. Once the chime goes, the musicians start. This time it was a flutist, and she had a chime, and she walked around behind all of us. There might be about 100 people there or more, and she walked behind us, and it was a tingling experience. So I just want you to know it's at Richardson Hall. You can Google it, Princeton University Meditation, and expand yourself. That's what you want to do. You want to expand your spiritual experience so that you will reap even more of the beauty and the gifts that the Spirit Divine gives you every single moment of every single day. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Janice was there. She said it was amazing.
Janice was there?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, she was blown away by the whole.
Oh, I have to do that next time.
December the 10th. Richardson Hall.
7 p.m.?
Richardson Hall.
7.
The next one is December the 10th at Richardson Hall, Princeton University at noon. At noon. At noon. It's about an hour and 15 minutes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am the love of God. 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 I am love. I am love. I am the love of God. I am love. I am love. I am the love of God. You are 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 love. You are love. You are the love of God. You are love. You are love. You are the love of God. We are the love of God. We are the love of God. We are the love
We are the love of God.
Beautiful.
That was beautiful. Thank you. And now I don't have to do my talk because that was it. I love when that happens. Speaking of Regina and her twinkle and her sparkle, which I so appreciated, has anybody seen her hat? Oh, do you know what? I'm out of line. I was so excited about the love of God and Regina's hat. So while I'm up here, I don't want to waste anybody's time, but I do want to say,
But we have seen it. It's amazing.
it's amazing. It's got diamonds and glitter and sparkles. And so when she did the sparkle, I just had to say that. But Jeffrey, it's your turn.
And it's Regina.
I was just so guided to say that.
We are the love of God.
We are.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
That you can waltz to that.
Oh, yeah.
Waltz.
Waltz. Yeah, to that. We are the love of God. My name is Jeffrey Starbuck, and I'm a licensed practitioner here. And I'm going to be leading us in a meditation, a contemplation, and a very powerful spiritual mind treatment. Where you are sitting, just relax and release completely yourself, your physical self, to the chair. Be supported by gravity, which is always supporting us. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out deeply. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Even if Ernest Holmes hadn't written his book, The Science of Mind, and there are all the other books and talks he wrote, which started this teaching, it would still be true that you can harness the awesome power of your mind, of your awareness, of your thinking, to improve your life. Even if Ralph Waldo Emerson hadn't written the essays he wrote, you could still have thought of some of those ideas yourself. Even if Emma Curtis Hopkins hadn't done the writing and teaching she did, the essence of those ideas that she espoused would have made their way into your thinking in some fashion. We're not meaning to minimize any of these magnificent people or the myriad of other brilliant lights that have gone before. Rather, we're meaning to maximize you and the power inherent in the deliberate use of your thinking to make your world a better, more pleasing, and joyous experience. So I invite you now to direct your attention to your attention, to be aware of the fact that you are aware, to think the thoughts that cause you to feel good. I invite you to sense for even a moment that you have access to an imagination, your own, which can be utilized in such a way as to vastly and significantly and immediately improve the conditions of your life that you would like to have changed and improved. This power is always with us. And since the word always has only one meaning, this magnificent power of creation is with us right now, this very moment. So let us be aware that we are thinking our way into a magnificent next set of moments. If it is really true that there's only one mind, we are going to use that mind in a way, in the best possible way. And even if we forget, that's all right, because we can learn to return quickly to the present, which is the presence. So enjoy a couple of moments of silence right now. Feel this presence. This presence is love. It is vibrant. And there's no way that you can ever get away from it. And that's okay. That's a good thing. So I now speak these words of truth for everyone who is present here and everyone who is listening and anyone who wants to be included. This one power, being everywhere, is spread out over the face of the earth. There is not a spot where it is not. This presence is love, it is harmony, it is right action, it is health, it is vitality, it is clarity. And this love and this clarity and this harmony is now present in each one. It is present as physical health and vitality. It is present as right occupation. It is present as abundance, as a flow of money, of affluence, which is available to everyone at all times. So I now direct that whatever anybody wants is now coming to them, is on their way. The goodness that anybody wants is on the way. This magnificence is present, and that it is always present. This is the silence that heals. This is the music that causes you to dance. This is the essence of harmony. This is love. It is the presence of this congregation of seekers in truth, and it is always present. I am so grateful. I am so grateful to know this truth. I'm so grateful to have the opportunity to speak this truth, to bask in this truth, to bask in this light and this love, in this harmony that fills the space at all times, even when I'm not aware of it, even when I deny it. And since there is nothing that can contradict the truth of this word, since there is nothing at all that threatens this, and And since each one of us know it and feel it and are harmonized with it, I now declare that this word is done. It is so. And join me in saying, and so it is.
So it is.
It's not often that a song lines up so perfectly with the topic. And I love playing this song. It's probably my favorite song to play. And maybe I play it too much. But this is the day. Thank you. When I was a boy tweak, on Sunday we would go to church and pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word. He would read the holy bread. And everyone would kneel and bow. Then the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two, and Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still, but now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick that anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but find that rather isn't one. When holy water was rare at best, it barely wet my fingertips, but now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in the sea of it. It used to be a world half there, having second-rate hand-me-down, but I walk it with a reverend there, 'cause everything is holy now. 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 Read a questioning child's face and say it's not a testament. Well, that'd be very hard to say. See another new morning come and see it for a sacrament. I tell you that can't be done. This morning outside I stood, I saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture bird. Maybe wanna bow my head. I remember when the church lit out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. 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 All right. So, thank you so much once again, Susan, for lining it up for me.
Lining it up.
A home
I
run.
believe that at this moment I'm in the right place at the right time.
Yes.
I was just so taken by, little things bring us joy. And first of all, Regina's hat brought me joy. And then when she did her little twinkle dance, It brought me joy. So I got a little bit out of step. That's okay too, because we're all here in love. So my intention today is that this talk will be experiential, and I like audience participation. We're going to lean into the idea of God's omnipresence. I also think that it's important to discuss principle. And we're going to practice the art of sacred. And practice, we know so many wonderful practices. It's the gift of our teaching. And practice really helps us develop a greater awareness of the truth. Now, what you might not know about me, I don't know if anybody ever remembers Arlene, our blessed Arlene, married to Michael, but she and I had something in common. We're etymology geeks. And I like to understand. I really like to understand. So I'm making this talk called The Art of Sacred, and I'm saying to myself, well, what is sacred? What does it mean? So I looked it up in the etymology dictionary, and it comes from the Latin word sacre, which means holy. Well, I thought that's great, but what does holy really mean? So I looked that up. And its root is from Old English helig, which means whole, health, and then it sort of morphed into wholeness, completeness. Now these words are starting to sound familiar. Wholeness, completeness, and then it just moved right into the word pure. Divine purpose, pure. There's something about the word purity that is nice when you think about truth. Nothing encumbering the truth. The truth is ever present. So in 1927, Ernest Holmes wrote a list of his truths, what we believe. And if you go into the Science of Mind magazine, it's there every month, big list of all these things that we believe, in which we believe. I was about to dangle my participle. Mrs. Meredith, forgive me, she was my English teacher in high school. Anyway, we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty. First one. We believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, the one God. And that one is total, absolute, complete, whole, indestructible, and free from conditions and restrictions. Whew! And it manifests itself as the creation of all's the important word here, all things. We also believe in the unity of all life. So we have this essence that we call God. We call it the thing itself. We call it the divine. And this essence is creating itself through all things. We believe in the unity of that wholeness everywhere. So if you think about it, everything is, say it,
Holy now.
holy now. Everything is sacred. Every person we look at is sacred. Every moment is a sacred moment. Every moment is a sacred moment. So I promised you that we would practice together. This is an experiential day, and I will be asking questions of you, and you will answer them. So we're going to do a little mild, tiny meditation, and I'm going to repeat these words. Every breath I take is a sacred breath. So now that we thought about the word sacred, every breath we take is a holy breath. Every breath we take is a healthy breath, a pure breath, a divine breath. Every breath we take is everywhere, universal, united in all. So let's close our eyes for a moment. Take a few sacred breaths. And just breathe, being aware of that sacred breath. You bring sacred into your life every time you breathe. You bring holiness, purity, divinity. It's all there. It's omnipresent. And I'm going to speak in the first person. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open, knowing that every breath I take is a sacred breath. I keep my heart wide open to this sacred breath. Every breath is a sacred breath. In this moment, I promise to keep my heart wide open to that breath in realization that this moment, this breath is a sacred breath, a sacred moment. This is a sacred moment. So I invite you to bring yourselves back to this space and see if during this talk you can be in remembrance of this feeling, of this sacred moment. So I have some words from our mentors. Let me see who's first on my piece of paper here. Ralph Waldo Emerson. He says, "The invariable mark of wisdom is to see the miraculous in the common." So I'd like us to consider for a moment, what do we take for granted if the miraculous is in the common? Do you find that there's things that you just assume are there every moment and haven't considered their root? Their root is they were a divine idea. They were a divine creation. We take things for granted. So I invite you to consider shifting into the art of sacred. Every moment is a sacred moment. Do we need to take anything for granted? Not really, because it's all sacred. He continues to say, "Holy is not hidden in temples, but revealed in moments of attention." Can we open our hearts to see the miraculous in the ordinary? Just saying that gives me Regina's twinkles. I get this feeling of, yes, nothing is ordinary. Everything is sacred. So we're going to redo that practice. We're going to expand it into a deeper understanding of the fact that, or the idea, or the truth that everything is sacred. I promised you experiential. Here we are. So let's find that quiet breath again. Let's find that quiet space again. Closing our eyes. Promising in this moment to keep your heart wide open, breathing in that sacred breath. And I invite you in this quiet repose to consider the sacred blessings that are all around you. The ones that you sometimes fail to notice. What do you take for granted? And sit in the silence and acknowledge those things as sacred. As you continue to breathe with this open heart, this grateful sense of sacred. Is it your toothbrush? Is it the table at which you sit to eat your breakfast and drink your coffee? What comes to your mind? You understand that even the smallest things are here to bless us. As we think of these mundane, common things that we take for granted, let's elevate those into that place of sacred. my car. To be here now and to feel the love so deeply within and to see it reflected around you, that sacred divine presence, knowing it is the same life. Every moment becomes a sacred doorway. Every moment becomes a sacred doorway. So let's now bring ourselves back into the space. And I'm going to ask you a question, and I feel free to shout out an answer. When you were in that quiet moment thinking of things that you took for granted, if you take anything for granted, I know I do. I mentioned some that just popped into my head: my car, my toothbrush, mundane, common items. I invite you to share with me, as you go through your day, what things did you take for granted, or do you think are common that you can now move into the art of sacred?
My amazing body.
Bless you. Your amazing body. Yes. Do we take that for granted sometimes? Yes, we do. Anything else came to your mind?
Tires on the car.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they go round and round like the world, and they take us wherever we want to go. Do we ever bless our tires? Maybe.
Grateful for them.
What?
I'm grateful for them
I
and
am
the
grateful.
new ones that I'm getting.
Yes. I am grateful. That's a sacred moment right there.
Yeah.
Margie?
Say
Sorry, but it came to my mind. Toilet paper.
Well, do you know when COVID was around,
That's right.
how many of us realized that wasn't such something we should take for granted?
Mm-hmm.
True.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sacred idea. It was a divine idea to make our lives better, that we could experience more joy.
Yeah.
It's, if God is manifest in all creation, as we discussed earlier. Yes. Regina.
Walking.
Oh,
Just walking.
the art of walking.
We do take that for granted, that we can walk, unless you can't walk.
Right. Right. Very good. Anything else? Yes, Richard.
Challenges and difficulties.
Mm.
And that's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's hard to recognize that as a sacred moment.
And the lessons that they bring you to the PhD level courses.
Exactly. Exactly.
Which you didn't know you'd sign up for.
Well, we didn't know we signed up for it, but there they are,
But you
right
have-
at the
but
perfect
you have to
time.
hand in the papers for it.
Thank you. That's so true. Those things, those challenges are sacred moments, and they urge us on. They urge us to learn more, to understand a deeper truth. Very well said.
The
So-
this center, all the people here, you outside.
Right. This is a sacred moment. Everything is sacred. Scott,
Who I am.
who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know a little bit more about that. Do you mean your identity or your... Yes.
My being, my identity in the world,
Yeah.
my identity to each person.
Right. Right. We just accept that. We are who we are. And we now recognize it's sacred. We are sacred. We are manifestations of the living Spirit Almighty. Holy now.
The fact that the heart knows how to beat, and breathing knows how to happen all the time.
It just does. And we can take that for granted. Because we breathe. We don't have to think about it. Unless we're being guided into meditation, and we love to hear Jeff's beautiful deep voice saying deep breath. Then we pay attention. But no, normally it's just there. Like our heart, like the blood running through our veins. Right? Lois.
A healthy brain.
A healthy, yes, because we are all here now using that infinite mind, and there are some appearances that that brain is not healthy, especially that belief that as we get older, it's not healthy. We take that for granted. We take our brain for granted until we can't. You know, we're bringing, yes.
Alexa devices and AI generally.
A lot of people have a lot of things to say about that, but
Wow.
we have to consider this idea. It's a creation. It's a divine idea. Everything is sacred now. Everything is holy now. When we bring reverence into our daily living, when we bring attention of the sacred to our daily living, we are raising our vibrations into that place, into that holy place of the Most High.
Yes.
When we bless our food, when we bless the car when we get into it. It's a daily practice. It is a moment-to-moment practice because every moment is a sacred practice. And sometimes, as Regina mentioned about our body, sometimes it's hard for us to see the reverence, the sacredness in other people when we're having trouble seeing it in ourselves. Reverend Rich sings this song, "Now It Just Left Me." I love myself so much that I can love you so much that you can love you so much that you can love me so much.
You can start loving me.
Right? It started with, I love myself. Because when sometimes we forget, we can't love ourselves, we can't love others, we can't see the sacred in others. So I was thinking about that when I was preparing for this talk, and I was guided to this paper that Marcia Sutton wrote, and it was called, "What About Love?" And so she was saying in that paper that when she has to feel purified, because she's not seeing the truth in others, what can she do about it? How can love have a greater expression through her? So she sat in silence and something came to her. She wrote it out, clear as a bell in quotes. Just love them. Just love those things. And that meant that she was guided to love her moments of darkness. She was guided to love her moments of self-doubt. She was guided to love her moments of error of thought. And in so doing that, she could love herself and see the love in others. And so she created the love prayer, which many of us know, but I'm going to go through that again because if we're going through the day in the art of sacred and we are forgetting or we're in a challenge moment, I bless myself, I accept myself. I bless myself, I accept myself. I bless my challenge, I accept my challenge. I bless my darkness, I accept my darkness. Because when we fight it, we're believing in duality. So this is just another lovely practice. Sutton and Strom's love prayer. I'm going to say some things. Here we go. I bless AI, I love AI. I bless our current president, I love our current president. I bless what the appearances in the world, I love the appearance in the world, I accept them. I accept them, I bless them.
Yes.
The art of sacred. Stepping out of the judgment, which brings us back into duality. Yes.
Can we also say, I love those who don't like the current president, and I bless those who don't like the current
Absolutely.
president?
Because we are all one. Everyone is sacred. And if we forget that, we can go into that. I bless you, I accept you. It's called the love prayer, so as I get caught up into it, I do it as a meditation. Sometimes I throw the love in. just because I do. I bless you and these are things that we don't think about every day. Bringing this sacredness to everything. Everything. So anyway, Emma Curtis Hopkins wrote, "There is no reality but God. Therefore, there is no separation from good. The sacred is ever present." We are sacred, that's her quote. We are whole. We are total. We are absolute. We are free from conditions and restrictions when we are recognizing our divine holiness, our divine union. So it is my wish that today we just keep that in our consciousness. We're not done yet, but I just wanted to bring that up because it came to me. Everything is holy now. So, Richard.
Can you continue this talk for another hour? Just kidding.
How much time do I have?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna do?
6 minutes.
Just kidding.
Everything is holy now. So I have some questions. Another question. You don't have to answer it unless you want. Do we treat ourselves as if we are sacred? And if we don't, we do have Sutton Strong love prayer. I bless myself and I accept myself. Do we treat ourselves as if we are sacred? Regina.
When I look in the mirror, I sing that song. I look into my eyes and I sing that song. That I can love you and you can love you so much. And then that reflection start loving me.
Oh.
And it's interesting because I just started doing that maybe 2-3 weeks ago. But I had to do something because everything is holy now. Everything is sacred. And you are sacred now.
Yes.
What you're giving us, this is a sacred moment that you're providing us.
Thank you. And thank you for sharing that. You were guided to do that a few weeks ago, so you could share that today.
Right.
Everything is holy now.
We can do it too.
So that's another wonderful practice.
Mhm.
I like to, when I talk, bring in the practices because that's how we grow and learn, and that's how we get it all into our subconscious by practicing. Because honestly, if I were completely in alignment with the truth at all times, I have transcended. I wouldn't be standing here right now. So we're going to do another practice together. I gave you all a page of sacred affirmations that we're going to just read together. And then I threw in an Emma Curtis Hopkins quote that fits in because, well, I'm taking a class about her right now, so she's on my mind. So we will start with the first one that begins with I promise, which you've heard. By now you'll have it memorized. I promise in this moment to keep my heart wide open. Every breath I take is a sacred breath. I am grateful. I recognize the sacred presence expressing through all creation. Everywhere I look, I see God's shining presence. The life that breathes in me breathes in every being. Every moment is a holy moment. I see no separation, only divine unity as all of us. I see through the eyes of love. There is no reality but God. Therefore, there is no separation from good. Is God far from us? No. Joel Goldsmith says, nearer than hands and feet, nearer than breath. So in the present, this presence that's within us, thinking through us, when we're remembering that, we're remembering that every moment is sacred. As we awaken to this truth, we know that everything we touch is sacred. The chair you're sitting on is sacred. The art of sacred means living from the understanding of the divine in all things. So I invite you right now, as we start heading into our gratitude offering, to bless the sacred space called CSL Princeton. Before we even start, just close your eyes for a moment, knowing that this sacred space brings us so much. Knowing that this moment is holy. Surrender to the sacred now. Blessing CSL Princeton. Thank you for that blessing. Thank you for being here today. Namaste.
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 This is a sacred moment of recognition of flow of money and of goods, and of the sacredness of giving. Yeah, the sacredness of giving. The ocean refuses no rivers. Being in that state, so we will now pass the basket as you. Feel free to hold it for a moment. This is a practice. This is a practice. Even holding this is a practice, and it's a prayer. And even if you don't put something physically in right now, that's okay. Put in your heart. Put in your generosity. Put in your harmony. Put in your health.
I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. I surrender. I trust and I know that as I surrender, I fall into the arms of love. Yes. And we
now also to make a contribution. And CSL.org is
She is
available
at
also.
Princeton.
So, yes.
Before I do the closing treatment, just want to remind you all that we're doing a workshop on sacred personal covenants. It'll be short. I brought some snacks. And those of you that are staying, we'll still help put the chairs away and only leave the few out that we need for the workshop. But I just wanted to remind you so that those chairs get put away. So anyway, let's find that sacred space again, closing our eyes. Every breath I take is a sacred breath. So with heart wide open, I speak these words for each one here, knowing that there is one God, one living Spirit Almighty, that is whole, perfect, and complete, that is omnipresent, that is manifesting through all of its creations. Therefore, it is manifesting as me, as each one here, as the world and beyond. Therefore, each one here experiences and expresses their unity with this one divine essence. And in so knowing, I claim that each one here recognizes the sacred in everyone that they meet, in everything that they do. Every moment is a sacred moment, and each one leaves here refreshed and revitalized and re-inspired to step into the truth, to remember the truth, act upon the truth, and be the truth, and be the shining light for everyone in this world and beyond. As each one shines their light, others are ignited. And this is the gift that each one can give today and every day. The art of sacred, shining it out into the world. I am so grateful that I know this truth. I am grateful that it is in the law as we speak, as I speak. The law only says yes, always says yes. It's already made manifest. And we all say together,
And
so it is.
Yes. Thank you.
I love myself so much that I can love you so much, but you can love you so much, and you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, and you can love you so much, that you can start loving me. One more. I love myself so much that I can love you so much, that you can love you so much, that you can start loving me.
yes.
All right.